Volunteering can seem like a novel concept in our egocentric society. Today, people care about me, and rarely take the time to glance at the struggle of their fellow man. There are so many people around you desperate for a little help, even those who may not look like it. Volunteering is a fantastic way to look beyond your own troubles and lend a helping hand. You can even find a way to incorporate your passions or interests into volunteering. Do you like working with kids? Then maybe volunteering at a Boys and Girls Club would be a good fit for you. Are you skilled at building things and don't mind a little dirt under your fingernails? Volunteers with Habitat for Humanity help build houses for underprivileged families. Luckily, you don't have to look far to find a group you want to volunteer with. Denver has so many important organizations that you can dedicate some of your time and skills to. Here's a look at 3 amazing places you can volunteer right here in Denver. The Denver Rescue Mission is the oldest Christian charity in the Rocky Mountain region, first founded in 1892. The vision of the mission is to meet the needs of the poor and homeless populations in Denver. They offer long-term rehabilitation programs, community outreach, medical services, emergency services, as well as assistance in finding permanent housing and transitional options. The organization may be founded as a Christian organization, but they are intentional in making it known that they will offer help to anybody who needs it, without regard to their religion, race, or age. They have 5 different locations, 4 within the Denver metro area, and a farm in Wellington, Colorado, so there are many places where people can receive aid. With so many locations in such a large operation, volunteers are greatly needed at the Denver Rescue Mission. There are positions available for longer-term volunteer positions, such as becoming a youth mentor or doing administrative work, but there is also a great need for even one-time volunteers. The mission could have you work in any number of places. They serve 3 meals a day, every day, so they are always looking for volunteers to serve in distributing the food. They also give out food boxes to people, such as the elderly or ill, who are unable to make it to the center but still need the aid. Another area they may ask you to volunteer in is sorting and organizing the many donations the mission receives. So even if you are unable to donate your time to the mission, you can still donate greatly needed objects. Denver Rescue Mission also gladly accepts volunteers with medical or dental background to work in their clinics. The Denver Rescue Mission is a worthwhile organization, positively affecting the community because it gives help to all those who need it in the city. By offering these people a roof over their heads and a meal in their belly, they offer them an immense gift. The Denver Rescue Mission always needs volunteers to keep operations running smoothly. If you're interested in volunteering or want more information, check out denverrescuemission.org.
The roots of our next organization go back to 2001, when a tragic event befell the Jefferson County area. In a span of 1 semester, 4 local teenagers committed suicide. The community was in shock. In the aftermath of this event, Jeff Lamontagne began working on a charity run to help the families that were affected. The first event raised a modest sum of money. The group then decided to use the money to offer services to kids who were considering suicide. This charity was called the Second Wind Fund. Since then, the group has expanded and helped over 2,000 kids from over 400 schools and agencies throughout Colorado. The Second Wind Fund offers help from licensed therapists without the need for insurance or any form of red tape. The 5K run now hosts about 3,500 people every year, and now includes a live musical event of local Denver artists. The program is constantly looking for volunteers to help with not only the yearly event, but also the day-to-day administrative work around the main office. The Second Wind Fund is a program that runs entirely off the donations and the hard work of volunteers. Without the help of caring volunteers, the charity would not be where it is today. The Second Wind Fund is planning to expand to a nationwide charity fund within the next year, and now more than ever is looking for help. As the Second Wind Fund continues to grow, they will continue to need the help of selfless people to keep saving lives. The Second Wind Fund has proven that with a small sacrifice of your time and effort, it's possible to save another person's life. If you are interested in volunteering with the Second Wind Fund, you can contact them at the number below.
These 3 organizations are all 3 different sizes, and they all need help with donations and volunteer time. One of the organizations that you can volunteer at in the Denver area is not as well known due to its size is the Zara Project. The Zara Project has been around for just 2 short years, but has already done so much good in our community. The Zara Project is a nonprofit organization that is dedicated to feeding children and their families during the times that they are not in school. 70% of students in the Denver public school system receive free or reduced lunches. The 4 schools that Zara distributes to are in the 90th percentile for free and reduced lunches. Students that go to these 4 schools do not have to worry about finding or not having food for lunch, which helps the children be able to focus on their learning in the classroom. Although during school breaks, the fact that the families have to replace the meals that the children receive at school can be financially daunting and emotionally overwhelming. Because of the struggle to provide a healthy and balanced meal, with the Zara Project, these families don't have to worry about food when school is not in session. With the Zara Projects, where 97 cents of every dollar donated is used to buy food, these families are provided with enough to ensure their children are being properly nourished while not in school.
Kendra Smith. I am a teacher at Stein Elementary, dual language bilingual program, 3rd grade, and I'm the executive director of the Zara Project. But the best part is when we get people from all over the country. We have people from Washington and Chicago and stuff, people we don't even know that are starting to believe in this project, giving us money, And so my favorite part is when we get enough money to feed enough families, to reach our goal. This year we fed 170 families. To be perfectly honest, it takes money. and volunteers, and people just believing in us. I'll tell you one thing that happened this year that was amazing. One of our board members was able to get Peyton Manning to sign a football. And from that football, I think it was the first one he actually signed of the year. He signed this football, and at our silent auction, we got $1,500. And that feeds 20 families. That one football fed 20 families. It's amazing. Our goal is to double the amount every year. Double the amount of families at schools every single year. So 170, this winter we hope to feed 340, and add a school from Jeffco, add a school from DPS, and we want to branch out, because we know that even here in Jefferson, or the southern part of Jefferson County, there are families that are suffering, and so we want to add we want to touch as many lives as we can. Okay, so we've been helping some families for many, many years. This particular young lady, her name is Cynthia, and we've been helping her family for 5 years. And last year she got cancer, and she's in the hospital with leukemia, and she's in the hospital for a month at a time, comes home for maybe a week and then goes back for a month, really intensive therapy. She's lost her hair, and we helped her family when we knew. So I brought the food to their house, gave them the food, I think in September, and it was just an amazing thing to see her father come while she was in the hospital on distribution day. So this is a family that will help the entire year, because we know that they're burdened by medical bills and that sort of thing, and we've helped other families with another cancer. So we do what we can throughout the year. People can help. They can go to our website at thezaraproject.org, and they can either donate via PayPal, or they could send me a message. And we have a Facebook page. Tell everyone in your class to like us, because we're at like 134 likes, and we want to grow so we can reach more kids. What'd you say?
Volunteers always help.
Yeah, volunteers, yeah. And then they can say, I want to be a volunteer. That's how we got a lot of our volunteers this year, was that on Facebook they'd say, I want to volunteer, so we'd communicate our information that way.
These are just some examples of organizations in the Denver area that have touched our lives in some way, but there are many more out there that can still use the donations and time. No matter what the cause or size of the organization, it is important to get out there and help those less fortunate. Volunteering is a positive good for our society, not only for the individuals being helped, but also for the volunteers themselves. Volunteering brings people together, strengthens our community, and promotes personal growth and self-esteem. With volunteering, you get to make a difference. You get a chance to give back to help with the organizations that we have mentioned today, you can look online for information about volunteering and donating. You can also like all these organizations on Facebook and tell your friends and family about the organizations, because by spreading the word, they grow and are able to help more and more people each day.
They study just as hard as I did when I was a kid. They do it just as much as I did when I was a kid on an empty stomach. And so, they are my inspiration, and that's why we do what we do.